time for an update on how the garden's going. The fuchsia here is growing rampantly. I'll trim a little bit off the edges here, but we don't want to go too far in case we disturb any nesting birds. Also, I don't think there's any nesting birds in this particular one, but you never know, there might be someone eyeing it up yet. The trees are now in leaf, which is very nice, making it a very nice walk in there. The hens are enjoying the new coverage. The wild garlic's in flower. Come on. And there's a wild garlic flower, and this particular wild garlic flower I'm going to eat. Be glad we're doing this electronically. My breath is now very garlicky. Now this ash tree is coming into leaf at the bottom here. Not so much going on higher up the tree. It looks fine. There was a lesion in the side of it that looked a bit ash diebacky to me last year, but nothing bad's happened to it. So all we can do is carry on hoping it'll carry on. And there is chicken enjoying the nice weather. This is a nice sycamore tree here. It's big and sturdy. It's planted by my grandfather in the 1950s, and he got it as just a little sapling from a friend in Stromness. And my father said that this field that is now our back garden was where the young calves were let out to run about just after they were weaned. And he said the tree would sit there and two leaves would come on the tree. Calves would be let out, and they'd eat the two leaves, and that would be that for that season. And that happened for 5 or 6 years. And then things changed, and the young calves were let out into another field, and the tree carried on, and there we have it. So if you plant a tree and you lose your leaves the first couple of years, don't despair. Things may happen yet. Underneath the sycamore there we have a blackcurrant bush, and alongside me here we have a cat. This is Pandy. She expects me to pick her up and try to carry her around the garden, but I've got a camera in my hand, so I'm either going to have to stop filming or, as you can see, she's supposed to be a lovely, elegant, graceful pussycat. She's the clumsiest article you've ever met. Anyway, never mind. Just a lovely cat for all that. I'll just lift her onto the ground. Sorry, Pandy, but I'm busy. No one's that busy, she says. In an earlier video I was pruning a couple of fuchsia that had grown out towards one another, and here's the one of them. And there's the other one. They are now coming on nicely, but I have one there and one there that are coming on. This one here has layered itself, and there's roots happening there, so I'm going to have to take that one up, and that one has been planted by a bird eating a seed and dropping it there. So I'll have to find somewhere that I want 2 fuchsia bushes. Pandy's still here, always with me now. Come on, Pand, we're going this way. The rhubarb is rhubarbing. What more can you say about rhubarb, really? But we've got that much rhubarb that there's some of it we don't bother to harvest. My neighbour has bought a field that used to belong to the farm, and he's taken down the old fence and has put up a new one. Because what happens with fences is you put them up, and then as time goes on the stab rots or what have you, so you repair, and then it reaches a stage where all the stabs left are kind of in a dodgy state. So you take them all up, put in a new fence, and away you go. So I asked him if he had any use for the stabs, and he didn't. So some of these are fairly new, pressure treated softwood, but a lot of them are the old redwood stabs, which I shall take into my workshop and make eriorums out of. So that's why there's a whole dose of stabs lying here. Right, my trees are in this patch are coming on nicely. I'll be expanding this patch with more trees. However, here's a salutary warning to you. Don't plant your trees too close together. If we look down here, this tree came up and thought, I'm not getting enough sunlight, and went off out this way, and is now a nice big tree with 2 right angle bends more or less down at the bottom there. I'll keep it trimmed and stop it getting too much weight on the end here, because there will reach a point when that won't be able to support itself. So if we keep its weight down, we should be alright. Let's see, what else do we have to show you? Here's another accident. Just after planting these trees, I ran over that one with a big lawnmower, and I don't know why it doesn't have any leaves on it. I'm hoping it's going to get leaves. It might just be a later leafing variety of tree, but it's not looking terribly healthy in this spot. There we go, this is the other side of me beady trees I was showing you a minute ago, and the grass has gotten a bit away from me in this bit. When the flowers die back, I shall get the grass back down to a manageable level. Things like a young tree here that is not entirely happy with so much grass about it. So we shall do something about it. My little tame wildflower corner is doing its thing. Bluebells are going over. All kinds of other things growing up. Great fun. There's a blackcurrant bush and a Rosa rugosa having an argument. I'll maybe cut back the Rosa rugosa there, it's getting a bit wild. Right, the grass here is needing trimming again. But here's me Alaskan willow doing its thing. Actually, where I planted it, that tree has grown considerably. I'll make sure I trim it back. This year I'll take a couple of cuttings off the Alaskan willow here and have some more in a pot then, and then when it grows bigger, plant it out. Rowan tree there, berry bush over there. There we are, nice wee woodlandy bit I've got going on here. It's coming at. Could do more wildflowers and such like. Plant some bulbs in the little nooks over there. and I need to keep mowing this grass and taking the cuttings away, because we want to kind of take some of the goodness out of the ground so that the grass isn't too vigorous and I can get wildflowers going. But it's a work in progress. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this wee look around what's going on in my garden. If you have, a like, a comment and or a subscribe would be awfully nice. I shall be back next week with something more, and in the meantime, have fun till then.